Previously Endtimes Signs videos.
Watching plunged into darkness.
Millions of people in more than a dozen countries stopped what they were doing and looked up. A black hole in the sky, offering a rare glimpse at the sun's outer atmosphere.
There it is, the diamond ring.
A solar eclipse, coming at the same time as a supermoon, the closest it gets to the Earth, and the vernal equinox, the first day of spring. A rare cosmic coincidence.
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning news.
And we have more now on that breaking story this morning. The meteorite bursting through the atmosphere over Russia, injuring hundreds of folks on the ground.
It happened overnight in frigid Siberia, sending shocked residents into a state of panic. ABC's Kurit Radia filed this report just moments ago.
The meteorite was captured on car dashboard cameras and phones. A blinding flash of light streaking across the sky. And then, on the ground, chaos as fragments slammed into Earth. Witnesses say they thought a war had broken out. The blast shattered windows and knocked down a wall at this zinc factory. Officials say over 250 people were injured, mostly from broken glass. It's extremely cold in this part of Russia, below zero today, and schools closed after the windows were blown out. About 20,000 troops have been sent to the scene, as well as 3 aircraft which are surveying the damage from the sky. Scientists say the meteor shower was not related to an asteroid that will fly dangerously close to Earth today, but one estimate suggested this meteor was big, perhaps tens of tons. Kurit Radia, ABC News, Moscow.
Unbelievable video there. Now let's repeat what Kurit just said. That meteor shower is not believed to be related to that massive asteroid passing by Earth later today. Scientists say it will come within 17,000 miles of our planet, just around 2:25 p.m. Eastern Time. That is closer than weather and communication satellites, believe it or not, so some cell phone service could be disrupted temporarily.
100 years of killer strikes starting in 2017. A previously unknown asteroid belt has been located in deep space and is now hurtling towards our part of the solar system. It means a global killer could collide with Earth as soon as 2020, wiping out life as we know it and changing the climate for millennia. The terrifying predictions came as NASA revealed disturbing new data showing 400 impacts are expected between 2017 and 2113, based on new observational data of objects seen in space over the past 60 days. Most will have a maximum diameter of around 100 meters, the size of 7 double-decker buses, and the potential to cause significant damage. But concerned scientists warned a colossal monster is also heading our way, with one mega-asteroid threatening Earth in just 6 years. It follows claims this week by physicist Professor Brian Cox that a bus-sized asteroid, named 2014 EK, came within 61,637 kilometers, 38,300 miles, of Earth in March. He said there is an asteroid with our name on it and it is only a matter of time before an asteroid large enough to wipe out the human race collides with Earth. Many believe an asteroid was responsible for killing the dinosaurs with a similar life-changing event, potentially just around the corner. Professor Bill Napier, an astronomy expert at the University of Buckingham, said a strike by either an asteroid or debris from a comet could have devastating consequences. He said, if something like this happened, depending on where it hit, it would be absolutely life-altering. The atmospheric chemistry would be upset by cutting out sunlight. It would be like a nuclear winter and could last for tens of thousands of years. These comets are 200 to 300 kilometers, 186 miles, In diameter they are sheer monsters and could sterilize the Earth if we are hit by one. The more immediate risk comes from sub-kilometer, smaller, asteroids, and there are tens of thousands of these in space which are quite capable of causing damage on a regional scale. One hit Siberia in 1908 and luckily it was not in a populated area. Had this happened in London it would have wiped out everything within the M25 and you would have heard the collision in another country. And experts warned of the possibility of something much bigger striking Earth in 2020. Asteroid 2012 DA14.
All of us on this planet are on the brink of a kind of close encounter. A big asteroid is hurtling through space, and it's supposed to miss us by a cosmic inch, just 17,000 miles. That's closer than some of our weather satellites. In fact, it's so close, scientists are springing into action, and here's ABC's Neil Karlinski.
Right now, while you're watching this, a chunk of space rock big enough to level a city is hurtling towards our planet 8 times faster than a speeding bullet. The good news is, scientists say it will miss. The scary news is, the 130,000 metric ton asteroid called DA14 is the size of half a football field, and it will be much closer than the moon. In fact, it will thread the needle between Earth and the roughly 600 satellites around us, the ones that your cell phone relies on, possibly even smashing one to smithereens on its way by. But if that's why you're thinking this is all still a long, long way from all of us way down here walking the streets, you may want to think again. The last close call turned out to be a direct hit. It was 1908, and luckily it hit the middle of nowhere, Siberia, decimating 1,000 miles of trees, but no people.
If a very large asteroid hit, it would probably create the same kind of disaster that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Amazingly, no one knew DA14 was headed our way until a Spanish dentist and amateur astronomer randomly discovered it a year ago. NASA doesn't have the resources to look for asteroids, which is why a trio of American astronauts and rocket scientists are raising money to launch their own asteroid early warning system called Sentinel, a dedicated telescope scanning the stars for threats.
This asteroid is a wake-up call that we should be looking out there. These things do hit the Earth.
Scientists say we can keep the planet safe if we just know what's out there headed our way.
Ulchodas, a planetary astronomer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, said, the orbit for 2012 DA14 is currently very Earth-like, which means it will be very close to Earth on a regular basis. Professor Napier said the Earth is at risk of 2 types of strike asteroids, which are lumps of rock, and much larger comets formed from ice which shatter into billions of diamond-like pieces as they hit the Earth. He said though some famous comets like Halley's Comet present little risk, there are similar ones out there, which could have catastrophic effects. The Swift-Tuttle Comet, discovered in by Lewis Swift on July 16, 1862, group warned an impact by an asteroid larger than 1-2 kilometers could throw the climate into chaos, triggering crop failure and loss of life. An impact by an object larger than about 5 kilometers is damaging enough to cause mass extinctions, it said.
Охренеть. Где-то упал. Слышишь? Это Это знаешь, что было? Это он сверхзвуковой, это похоже астероид. Это звуковая волна, астероид. Реально.
Потому что звук дошел, Коля. Это звук дошел.
Ебать, кто?
Это взрывная волна дошла, видимо. Снимаю, снимаю. Ебать! Нихуя! Блять, война нахуй!
Ебать, я! Что за хуйня? И что такое? Бомбардировка, нахуй! Артподготовка, блин! Да не сын, пока еще ничего нету. Артподготовка.